What's going on, guys? Allen.
That's me.
What?
That's my name.
No, that's me.
Huh?
That's me too. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, welcome back to the channel, guys. And this is A Moment with Allen. That's right, guys. Welcome back to another episode. And today we're going to be talking about the right-of-way law. Now, most of you may think that the right-of-way law only pertains to, like, intersections or whatever. If you stop at the same time, and yes, that is definitely one of them. But that is definitely not the only one. I have researched this law, and I'm going to let you guys in on what I've found out. So first off, obviously, the intersection coming to a four-way stop. If two people stop at the same time, the person to the right is definitely the one that gets to go. The person to the left must yield the right of way. The first person to stop at the intersection at that four-way stop would be in the right of way. And to show some of these laws, I made some examples here to make it kind of fun and get a couple of laughs. Four-way stop. So you got two cars coming into the intersection, and they stop at the same time. This person right here on the right gets to go first. No matter which way he's going, doesn't matter. This is a four-way stop. Now, next, this guy comes in, stops first, and then this guy. Pretty obvious. He stopped first. He's gonna get to go. Alright, check this one out. This one's a little fun. Some people like to take turns with this. So if you stop at an intersection and the opposite traffic does not stop, and there's a person across the intersection from you waiting to make a left-hand turn, that person has to yield the right-of-way to you if you are, going straight or going right. Now, check this out, and I'll demonstrate it for you, because there's more. These guys are coming in, again at the same time, and they stop at the same time. This guy in the blue car is taking a left, okay? And this guy is taking a right. They're across from each other. The person going straight or right has the right of way. If he's taking a left, he is supposed to yield the right of way to this person. They're both taking a left, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. So that takes care of that situation. So we've got a through intersection. These guys are coming straight through. This guy's going straight. This guy's taking a left. He has to yield the right of way to this person every time. Every time. No matter if they're taking a right or going straight. So, unfortunately, this person has to sit here until it's clear and this guy goes. So, let's say another person comes up, wants to go straight, and the road's still busy. This person still has to wait. From what I read online, this person still has to wait for this guy to go. Still has to yield the right of way to this person here. Finally, after all the traffic's gone, they get to go. And then they're mad. So we're sitting here at the intersection with the same situation. This guy wants to go left, this guy's going straight. They discourage waving people on unless it's the right. So if this guy's going straight and he feels bad for this guy and waves him on, and this guy takes a left and then he decides to go and they go, it's his fault. He shouldn't have done that. I think it's his fault. I don't know. That's my opinion. Drop it down in the comments below. What is your opinion? Because you're not supposed to wave people on. It discourages you from waving people on unless it's their right to go first. So if you're coming here and you both stop at the same time and maybe, I don't know, there's some question, he's supposed to yield the right of way, so he, or she yields you on, waves you on, and you're like, okay, that's okay because it's supposed to be that way. police and emergency vehicles, you definitely need to yield them the right of way. Whether they're pulled over on the side of the road doing something or with their lights and sirens coming down the road, you need to yield the right of way to them. Alright, so next you're cruising with your hot rod going down the road, and I don't have a fire truck or a police car, so we're gonna pretend.
Me?
And you hear...
It's mine.
Whatever.
They're all mine.
And you hear some sirens behind you, and it's, you know, police or fire rescue or an ambulance. You need to pull over and yield the right of way. That was cheesy. To that emergency vehicle. Now another one. Somebody's over here down the road working on a utility line, or, you know, doing some work on the side of the road or whatever. And you need to yield to these people as well. So let's pretend this is a two-lane. You need to get over and make sure you give them space and yield their right of way, because they're there for a reason. Okay, so this scenario, a bunch of people are on the highway or whatever. It doesn't have to be the highway. This is the through traffic. Through traffic. This person's coming onto the highway. This person is merging, has a merge sign. They need to speed up or slow down to avoid an accident merging onto the through traffic highway. No matter how this is set up, if you have a merge sign, you need to do what you need to do to not cause an accident. So if these guys are coming like this, and obviously this guy needs to either speed up and tuck in here, or slow down. So then he can come in behind, well, not hit the grass, but he can come in behind and go, and everybody can be on their merry way. You get these people here in this lane who don't pay attention. And remember, if you're in this lane, you need to be passing. But anyway, people who don't pay attention, you know, and they need to, you know, kind of look out too, because when I was in driver's training, I was taught if I'm right here, I need to either speed up or slow down to compensate for this guy. But what I just read in the law, it needs to be this guy. So I don't know. You know, important thing, I guess, is just make sure if you're one of them, you're abiding by the safest practice that there is, and you're not, you know, being a jerk and bullheaded and going boof. If you are at a red light and you're making a right turn at a red light and you're able to, you need to yield the right of way to all the other traffic. Once it's clear, then you can go. Now, I know we've all been in this situation. You get in the left-hand turn lane, you're sitting at a light, and the light turns red. Are you okay, or are you not okay? This guy's, pretend he's in the left-hand turn lane, waiting to make a left-hand turn. And he's out here in the intersection, and he's got a blinking whatever light, whatever. Say that light turns yellow, and then it turns red, and this is the last guy through the intersection here. He has the right of way to clear this intersection. Even though these people now are green, this person has the right of way to clear that intersection. Check this one out on uncontrolled intersections. Alright, so now let's say this four-way stop isn't a four-way stop. Let's say it's in a city or a town or maybe out in boonies, whatever, but it's an uncontrolled intersection. No signs whatsoever. No yield sign, nothing. That's an uncontrolled intersection. So, you got two people coming here at the same time. Obviously, you know, you're going to want to at least look at an uncontrolled intersection and see what's happening. So, if they reach here at the same time, the right-of-way law applies here as well. The person on the right is going to get to go first. Now, obviously, if this person reaches first and can make it through, then you're good to go. Now, you can make a left-hand turn onto a one-way road on a red light if there's no sign, but you must yield to the traffic, the right of way to the traffic. And don't forget, funeral processions, they do have the right of way, even though there can be a lot of vehicles in that procession. They do have the right of way. You do need to yield with them. And yes, that even goes for if, you know, the light turns red. If that lead vehicle in the procession crosses that green light, everybody else can follow that lead vehicle even if the light turns red. One of the main parts that I would like to get across is you come to an intersection, you stop at the same time as somebody else, or you stop before that person. We need to remember, like I say, stop. If you don't stop, it doesn't count. You know what I mean? I don't know how many times I pulled up to a four-way stop and the person to the right of me just kind of never stops, just rolls right through it. And I know darn well that if they would have stopped, they would have stopped after me. But sure enough, they just keep going through. So we're going to actually test this out, and we're going to take off and see how this works out. And I'm going to go through some different intersections and four-way stops. Now we're going to check out some four-way stops. Let's go to my favorite one. First one worked out good. Okay. So I drove around for quite a while. I mean, I live in town. There's a ton of four-way stops around here, and you know, school was letting out, jobs are starting to let out. I just stopped taping. I just kind of, everything actually went really, really good. So I'm really happy with that. You know, and it is, you know, kind of track how many four-way stops or intersections where right-of-way, you know, matters, and it's like every one of them. So when you think back on, or try and track how many times something doesn't go right, it you know, driving around kind of struck me as, man, this does work quite a bit. It's just them, you know, couple of times that stick with you because it's out of the norm. So yeah, I was really happy with that. So, you know, I was hoping to get some good footage on, you know, what I'm talking about, but hey, whatever. If people are following the rules, that's fantastic. That's, you know, great. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Until we meet again, later.